So she is raining on our second day of recording. Hopefully it doesn't sound too shit. I'll fix up any audio that I can. But if it gets too loud, we'll sort of just stop for a little bit until it dies down. But it's pretty good right now.
You're not wrong.
So, happy Sunday. Right now, it is my review of Pouya's and Boobie Lootaveli, I believe, is his name. Boobie Lootaveli.
Lootaveli.
Yeah, Boobie Lootaveli on their newest mixtape, Greatest Hits Volume 1. This is a very small mixtape, only 5 tracks long, at a total of 9 minutes.
Alright.
So, I will be doing another review as well. So, it's 3 from me this week. Which you will...
straight after this one?
No, they'll be hearing it on Thursday.
Ah, right.
Yeah. So these two, Pouya and Boobie Lootaveli, are the type to rap about killing everybody and slang and that yang. The entire project was produced by Spock, and he did his job very well. He provided some very hard trap beats, which served as the perfect platform for these two. There's 2 tracks that I want to highlight before moving on to the project as a whole. The first is Crowd Control, which features Shakewell. It's the only track on the project with a feature, and I would say that Shakewell is the perfect addition. He suits very well. He suits them very well. He's got a similar voice with similar cadence, and the topics that he raps about are the same. So he's not an outlier. The second track is Bitch Park Backwards.
Park backwards.
Park Backwards. Where
I think that's crap.
That's crack.
Crap.
Well, parking backwards.
Park backwards. You spelled park backwards.
Yeah. The bitch crap. Well, I didn't even make that connection. This is where Pouya and Boobie just go back and forth with 4-bar verses for a total of 8 verses. They got 4 verses each. Pouya had a pretty hard couple of lines in verse 6. Never going back to being broke. Sleeping on the floor. Mama thought I was a joke. Now I'm doing well. Still more hungry than before. Well, I like that. Like, you know, obviously hungry for success now, whereas before he was hungry for food. I just think that's a brilliant way of saying I'm not slowing down anytime soon, boy. But with this track, though, the energy was the same level all throughout the song. I played a Pouya track last week on our track review, 1000 Rounds, featuring Ghostmain, and you said that it was very high energy. A lot of Pouya's tracks are. And I think that's what separates him a little bit from other people in that subgenre. Other people in that subgenre are sort of like more sadder. They're not, you know, quite as upbeat and fast. So I think the track would have been much better if they started out rapping a little bit slower and subdued and then ramped it up over the course of the track.
Yep.
Make the two sort of sound like they're competing. Like, I think that would have just, as a whole, given the track a much better vibe. The purpose of this project is to go hard. It's meant for a party or a live performance. It's just meant to go off. So I think having the entire project only go for 9 minutes is a little bit silly. But on the other side, when you reviewed Pouya's 5.5, your biggest complaint was that his voice can drag on, that it's a bit monotonous, which I would agree with. And Boobie's is similar. But I think if there were 3 of them and they switch often enough, their voices shouldn't get boring for an extended period of time. And they had the perfect third person there, Shakewell. So I think with the addition of Shakewell, they probably could have made it 15 to 20 minutes before it started getting boring. I think that would have been a nice little middle ground. Yep. That's a good sort of party-length album. And yeah, I think that really could have set it to the next level. But I'm going to rate this one a 5 out of 10. Because the 2 didn't do a bad job. They just weren't good. But production was fucking top-notch. So well done, Spock. Shout out you. I've never heard of you before, but you did go off.
There you go.
That is my review of Pouya's and Boobie Lootaveli's album, Greatest Hits Volume 1. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for some sneakers and our Song of the Year from 2004.
Yep. See you then.
That's a wrap.